Hey everybody, this is Ben Orr with Northern Seasonal Services. Today I'm going to be going through step by step my build of a water purifying cart for window washing. I've attached to this the list of all the parts that I've gotten so far and where I've gotten it from. So far around $700 invested compared to $2,000 to $5,000 for a commercial one. So saving a lot of money, fingers crossed it works. So as you can see, I've welded the angle iron brackets onto the cart. So far, so good. Alright, so we have our base done here, just about to weld it up. It's all squared up. Big enough for the reel to fit inside of it. I notch out a little bit for this piece right here, as you can see, and it should fit in there just nicely. So now time to weld it up. Alright, so we got the reel mounted, or it fits in there just nicely. Just got to get it bolted down a little bit. So this Alright, so we just got done mounting the RO tube. Just some standard plumbing fixtures there, holding that on for 3-inch pipe. And then the pre-filters will go right here in this little tray. I just got to drill out those 4 holes for this. And they'll go right next to each other right here, right out front. So now it's time to sand everything down, finish drilling my holes, and paint it all. That's it. So I'm going to show you the plumbing here of the pull system. Start out with our garden hose connector right there. I have an easy on-off switch, so I can get to that. And then we have a 3/4 inch standard pipe thread by 3/4 inch for hose thread adapter that goes into the pre-filter here. This is a 50 micron filter, pre-filter. It's just a paper filter. And then we have a 3/4 inch double male. And then this right here is the carbon filter to get all of the chlorine out of the water. And then I have a 3/4 inch barbed adapter and then into 5/8. And then this is just a garden hose right here. And then you have another 3/4 inch barbed adapter to 5/8 brass. And then that goes into the top part of the RO membrane right here on the outside. And then this is the cap for it. Each cap has 2 holes. So the top one, we want to make sure that our water is going in to the outside, and this is capped off. If we were to put another barb here, we would have the 0 parts per million water, the clean water coming out of this one. Alright. So our RO membrane, this is obviously a stainless steel RO tube, the 10x40 I believe from Daltmeyer. I had it listed for you. The RO tube that goes inside of it, the sleeve, loads from the top, and you'll notice that your RO membrane has one O-ring around the top, and so that top one goes in to the top, if that makes sense. So you can only load it one way, and you really have to kind of squeeze it into the top to get it in there. Underneath, if you can see, we have our overflow. So this is all the wastewater that's going to be coming out of the unit. This is going to be the highest TDS coming out of there. And then a 3/4 inch by 1/2 inch barb, or 3/8, I'm sorry. And that hose I just picked up at Lowe's. That's coming out of that center plug. This is off the offset plug. So your center plug has your 3/8 inch hose, which is going into my reel. Just down here on the side, notice I had to kind of cut it away there. Another 3/8 inch by 1/2 inch barbed adapter to a 90, and then into my 3/8 inch here into my hose reel. My hose reel is just a stainless steel high pressure hose reel rated for 3,000 psi. I found it on Amazon for pretty cheap, so that's why I ended up using it. But anything, you can use an air hose reel. I mean, because we're really dealing with lower pressures here, about 40 psi, so it really doesn't matter. An air hose reel would work just fine. But since, this is stainless steel, whatever, I got it for pretty cheap, so not a big deal. Coming out of the center here, going into our air hose. That's all I'm using for hose right now. It's just regular old air hose I picked up from Home Depot for about $23 for a 50-foot piece. It's 3/8 inch inside diameter, so it works just fine. And I have an air hose 1/4 inch ball valve here that works just fine for turning on and turning off the pole when I want to, so I don't have to overflow the, I'm not using the RO when I don't need it. And then just quick couplers for air hose. Works just fine. 1/4 inch brass connectors, just like that. The Betapack 2 from Reach It for my brush, and all the hoses and the quick connects. That's their whack adapter. And I have the aluminum pole from Unger. So a little bit on the heavier side, but you can't beat it for $180 shipped to my house. Worked out pretty good. As you can see, the air hose fits just nicely into their hose management tools here. And then up top here, I just have it going into a double female, and then a female 3/4 inch barbed connector, which attacks to the Betapack 2 hoses. So let's switch this bad boy on. You guys can see it in action. So turn that on. Turn on my pole. Have to adjust our overflow here. We want some coming out to get rid of all the bad stuff, but we still want to build enough pressure so that we can clean windows with it. You can see I got a pretty good stream coming out of there. Nice clean water. We'll test our water that we're getting. You can see inside there. Oops, sorry. Can't focus on it. It says about 132. Kind of hard to see inside of the cup, but 132 parts per million is what's coming in from the garden hose here. 131. It will not focus there. Alright, well, whatever. Alright, so I flushed out my cup. We're going to fill it up now. Some nice clean water here. Helper, take our TDS meter, get a reading, and it reads 3. Not terrible.